In today's video, I want to go over the differences between the ATEM Mini, the ATEM Mini Pro, which is the one I have right here, and the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. Now, these are all the same size form factor. They have all the same I/O. They all look pretty similar. However, there's a few different button options, and the biggest difference is within inside of these devices. Let's go over what they all have in common. So let's start with the I/O. And from left to right, we have a power, we have ATEM Mini control via Ethernet, we have a USB-C out, HDMI out, and then 4 HDMI inputs, and 2 3.5 millimeter mic inputs. And then on the front of the device, you have your switching for your 4 input devices, and then you have on the very top you have a microphone on or off, and then you have a gain up and down essentially button for each microphone, and then you have a few different control options as far as your cameras go, but nothing too crazy. And then on this side you have a fade to black, and then you have a cut or an auto transition, and you can adjust that duration right here between 0.5 to 2 seconds on your cross dissolve. You have a couple different effects on how you transition, and then that's pretty much it on the ATEM Mini. And then when you get to the ATEM Mini Pro and the Pro ISO, you get these buttons on this side. Now, the biggest difference is when you jump up to that next price category, it has a hardware encoder, not just using a software encoder that you would have to use with the ATEM Mini. Now, on here you have a record button, an on-air button, a start, stop, off, and then you have controls for your HDMI out, for where you could have a multi-view, or you could show just one camera at a time. There's a lot of really cool possibilities with that. Now, the last thing to mention that when you jump up from the ATEM Mini to the Pro and the ISO is your USB port can support a USB external hard drive, like the one I have right here. This is one of my favorite external hard drives there is, and it just plugs in via USB-C right in the back of the ATEM Mini like this. And what this allows you to do is, say you're recording a video podcast, for example, you could record on the ATEM Mini Pro, you can record your feed right to this. So everything you switch between, it'll be recorded right onto here, and you can just upload it right into Final Cut or whatever your editing software is and go to town on trimming and stuff like that. Now, what's really cool is the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. It allows you to do the exact same thing. However, it records a switched feed as well as each individual input. It records all 4 inputs individually. So say you didn't like the cut that you made, you can easily drag and drop another camera feed right into that, which is really cool and really handy and just a nice little safety net. Something else to keep in mind with these switchers is they have a software control app that allows you to do the exact same thing. So you could have this 15, 20, 50 feet away from you in a completely different little area, and you can control it all from the computer app. And if you have Blackmagic cameras, you can even color grade them, add a LUT. You can do all kinds of really cool things with them, as well as you can control tally with the ATEM Mini speaking to only Blackmagic cameras, which is pretty cool. I don't have any Blackmagic cameras, so I don't have any experience with that. However, if I did, that would be a really cool selling point for videos and live broadcast. All in all, I highly recommend this line of switcher. They are very affordable, starting at around $300 going up to $800 depending on what you need. They have tremendously increased the quality of our stream and recordings by being able to switch with HDMI cables, not USB. used to, we used USB cables going into our computer and then switching via eCam, which is still a very great product. I highly recommend eCam. We still use it every weekend. Check out the video above. I don't know which side it's going to be on. Check that out if you are looking for a streaming software. However, since we were able to use this, we went to HDMI cables, which definitely increases the quality of the video feed going into the computer via USB-C cable out the back of the switcher. And like I said, if you're just trying to switch and you're going USB into the computer, highly recommend just the ATEM Mini. If you're wanting to record and encode all on the same device, definitely look into the Pro and the Pro ISO. And I hope that you found this video valuable and helping you determine which switcher you need in this lineup. If you did, check out the links below. I will link everything down below. And please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks.